taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
Start your day the joyful way. It's your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes. And now here's your host, the Queen of Joy herself, Jessica Dugas. The Queen of Joy is here. Good Monday morning, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. It is Monday, February 14th, 2022. And today is the first official day I am sharing my office with a Mr. Dugas across the office here. So we're going to see how this goes. And if we ever eventually end up talking over one another, we're going to find out. Y'all are going to be here on this journey with me. I would think that they wouldn't have them like doing group projects and whatnot at 7 a.m, but there could be morning folks out there in the world that are even more excited about morning than I am. Do me a favor, guys, if you're joining us live or on the replay, I would love for you to head over to the comment section and let us know where you're joining from. Say good morning, of course. Let us know where you're joining from and what is bringing you joy today, or what are you grateful for today. That's how we love to start out each day here on Project Joy Live. I'd also like to remind you that you can join the live stream by heading over to projectjoypodcast.com. Just click the join live button and you can join me live on air for next segment to share a moment of joy or gratitude. For those of you that are new here to the show, I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and we have lots to talk about today, lots on the agenda. So today's Valentine's Day. As I said, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Valentine's Day. We've got a Black History segment, of course, coming to you live. Of course, why would we not be live for Black History Month? We have got a Super Bowl recap for you. We've got birthdays to do at the end of the show. And I have a little mini of a small Double D's Chronicle segment for you that I'm very excited about as well. So lots on the agenda today. We've got to get it going. Let's see what's going on here this morning. Miss Tracy Lilly is here this morning. Good morning, Miss Tracy. Happy Valentine's Day to you, my friend. She's in Central Texas and is thankful for life and healing. I love that. It's I've heard a lot of things, about gratitude, about what people, because I'm really interested in what do people struggle with when it comes to joy and gratitude. And usually it's during those times when we are being challenged with any particular thing that we struggle with joy and gratitude. And we don't see, majority of people that I know don't seem to have any issue after the fact with going like, okay, on reflection, I can see that I'm grateful that I was healed. I'm grateful that I survived. I'm grateful for life and all of that. But in the moment, it can be challenging, right? It can really be challenging. And so it's working a muscle. For me, there's no arrival. Like there's no like you've done this personal development and now you're just grateful all the time. No, it's a muscle that you work, and that's something that we even talked about last Tuesday on My Way. When Michelle Risa was on the show, she's like, look, it's a muscle that we have to work all the time, because she had been faced with cancer twice in the last couple of years in the middle of a pandemic while she's trying to be an entrepreneur and all this other stuff. And she's like, look, the blessing and the challenge exists in every circumstance. If we want to learn to be joyful in the moment, to be grateful in the moment, we have to learn to work that muscle in the moment, not just on reflection as well. So we had I just loved our conversation. If you hadn't had a chance to go back and watch the replay of My Way from last Tuesday, definitely do that before our next episode coming up next week. Not this Tuesday, it's every other Tuesday. So check that out as well. Adam Duvall is here this morning, but it's not morning where Adam is because he's across the pond, as we say. Good afternoon, Adam. It's great to see you here. Make sure you guys check out Mental Health Warriors TV over on YouTube. Okay. Tracy says, yes, it is definitely a struggle at time. It is. And I don't think we need to beat ourselves up for that. We don't need to be like, oh, we do anyway, because that's what we do. But we don't need to be like, listen, I should have known better. I should have been more grateful. I should have been more positive in the moment, or whatever it is that we say. Because I believe we do the best we can with the tools that we have in the moment. So yeah. Lots going on. As I mentioned today, we have it is Valentine's Day, so let's talk about that really quick. So the history of Valentine's Day, also called Saint Valentine's Day or the Feast of Saint Valentine, is celebrated annually on February 14th, and it originated as a Christian feast day honoring one or two early Christian martyrs named Saint Valentine, and through later folk traditions. It has become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration, of course, of romance and love in many regions of the world. So there are a number of martyrdom stories associated with various Valentines connected to February 14th, including an account of the imprisonment of Saint Valentine of Rome for ministering to Christians persecuted under the Roman Empire in the 3rd century. According to early tradition, Saint Valentine restored sight to the blind daughter of his jailer. Numerous later additions to the legend have better related it to the theme of love. An 18th century embellishment to the legend claims he wrote the jailer's daughter a letter signed "Your Valentine" as a farewell before his execution. Another tradition says that Saint Valentine performed weddings for Christian soldiers who were forbidden to marry. Now, this is another thing that we can talk about joy and gratitude as it relates to Valentine's Day. Okay, I've heard so many people saying it's just a commercial holiday. It is just a Hallmark holiday. You should be celebrating love every day. You should. Well, I mean, if we want to tie it into other things, we talk about, we should be celebrating Black History every day too. We should be celebrating real, true history every single day. We shouldn't have to have a thing, but we do. And so it is our choice how we want to celebrate it. I think a lot of people get wrapped up in like, oh, well, I don't think we should have to go out and buy flowers and chocolates and all these other things. And then you have, by the way, we're going to be talking a little bit about awareness days and national holidays and all that. Did you know that the day after Valentine's Day is called Singles Awareness Day? Did you guys know that? I had no idea. I was looking up all of these different things and I was like, single awareness. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow because it apparently is that day tomorrow. But we are in this really strange time where everybody has to have a trophy. Everybody has to have a day. Everybody has to have an awareness day. And it's like, it's just something. It is something to witness. That's all I'm going to tell you. But I had no idea about that. But it's one of those things where people get all upset because they're like, I feel like it's a pressure to have a Valentine and buy all these things. But it is what you make of it. it's like anything else. If you go into Valentine's Day being all bent out of shape that you feel like you have to buy something or do something or go out of your way, or you have to have a partner, then you're of course going to look at it going into it being kind of jaded, right? You're going to go into it feeling some kind of way about it. But it's like you can choose to make it what you want. What if you're single and the whole theme of Valentine's Day is love? What if we say, who gives a shit if you're single? Let's love ourselves harder today. We should all be doing that more anyway, whether you're in a relationship or not. Where's my bell? I need my bell of purpose, like my friend Loren. My friend, if you guys have not seen the show Bathrobe Moments with Loren, you need to go watch that at some point. It comes on right after Project Joy, so it starts at 8 a.m. Central Time. And he has a bell that he rings when he says something good. I'm like, ding, that's a good one. Y'all should be loving yourself more every day anyway. Okay. Not just on Valentine's Day, but anyway. But if you want to take something positive from the day, then just say, I'm going to do something nice for myself today. I'm going to love myself a little bit harder today, because we learned on the Jackson show last week, as we were talking about health and wellness, how are we going to show up being an amazing partner, being an incredible part of whatever relationship you're in, not even just talking about love relationships, but friendships, business relationships, all those different things. How are you going to show up as your best self in those relationships if you are not loving yourself and taking care of yourself? Now, I don't subscribe to the anecdote that you have to you cannot love unless you love yourself. I don't subscribe to that at all, because I know a lot of people, myself included several years ago, that I didn't really love myself very much, but I still sure as hell showed up for other people. Now, did I show up as my best self? No, absolutely not. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't believe that you can't show up, but I believe that you show up better. You show up in a more full way. Imagine if you if you didn't love yourself. Let me know, you guys, in the comments, if you've ever felt like you've loved others more than you've loved yourself. Let me know if you've ever felt that way before, because I'm curious as I'm talking about this. So imagine if you don't love yourself, right? But you're still able to show up and love other people, and you love hard, and you do things, and you show the love, and you feel the love and all of that. Imagine how much more deep it would be if you loved yourself, if you cared for yourself, if you had that deep self-love in addition to the love that you're showing to other people. Anne Marie's here this morning. Good morning, Anne Marie. Kevin Kylie's here this morning. We're not being ghosted, Kevin Kylie, but I need to know, you need to not ghost us and tell us when the next song's coming out. Okay, thank you. Also, Tracy said, I had never heard of Singles Awareness Day. The irony, isn't it? We're going to talk more about that tomorrow. I'm going to digress on that for a minute. Anne Marie said, yes, she's definitely felt that way. Tracy said the same thing. So it is possible to love other people if we don't love ourselves, but imagine the possibilities. I've realized that my role as a catalyst in this world is showing people sometimes the uncomfortable flip sides of things. So imagine the possibilities if you loved yourself even more, if you took care of yourself even more. Imagine what's possible if you did that. And so I really just, on this Valentine's Day today, I want to wish a happy Valentine's Day, of course, to all the couples that are out there. But I also want to wish a happy Valentine's Day to everybody and encourage you to think about ways that you can embark on an even deeper journey into self-love, self-gratitude, self-appreciation. You can feel free to take that whatever way you want on this spicy Valentine's Day. And love yourself. And I love you guys so much. I love everybody that comes and watch the show, whether you're live or on the replay. Even if it's 5 years from now and you're finding this, I love you so much. And I hope that you will don't come into these holidays bitter, you guys, and having don't feel the pressure to celebrate the holiday in whatever way society wants you to celebrate the holiday. If you don't like chocolate, don't get the chocolate. You don't give a shit about flowers, don't go get the flowers. You know what I mean? Like, celebrate it in whatever way you want. Maybe your act of self-love today is saying no. Maybe it's taking a nap. Maybe you want to not rush through a shower and just get a nice, bubble bath going on. Maybe you want to go for a walk. Maybe you want to cook yourself a healthy meal. How about that for self love? Can we normalize that kind of stuff, please? But this is not to knock everybody that does like the flowers and chocolates too, because it's whatever you love. So go out, do whatever you do to take care of yourself today. And I love you so much on this Valentine's Day. All right, you guys, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back. I've got Black History segment for you. We're going to do a little recap of the Super Bowl last night. So we're going to do that as well. I've got a little Double D's Chronicles for you today. And then, of course, we're finishing out with birthdays today because I have a lot to do because we were busy on Friday with lots of different things. And so I have 3 days worth of birthdays to do, you guys, and I'm going to run out of breath for sure. Stick around, you guys. We'll be right back after this with more of Project Joy Live. Hang tight. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and today is Valentine's Day, Monday, February 14th, 2022. I'm so excited that you're here with us this morning. I want to remind you, you can head over to projectjoypodcast.com and click the Join Live button to share a moment of joy or gratitude live on air with us this segment. So listen, I want to, what are we going to talk about first? I want to talk about Super Bowl, you guys. I'm going to see if I can share with you my screen. I'm going to encourage you to ignore any comments that you may or may not see, on these photos, but whatever. Listen, I was here for the halftime show last night. Let me know, were you rooting for the Rams, the Bengals, or were you there for the halftime show, or did you not watch any of it? Let me know in the comments. It was such a nostalgic moment for many of us during the halftime show last night. We had Dr. Dre and Eminem, as you can see here. We had Snoop Dogg. We had Mary J. Blige, who, let me just tell you, that woman does not age. I swear to God, she looks exactly the same as when she was singing Real Love and I was in middle school. Bump into that on the playground, okay? I guess we didn't have playground in the middle school, but I was outside, having real love. It was so good. It was so good. And then the surprise of the evening was 50 Cent. And it was so funny because 50 Cent looks a lot different now than he did. Obviously, he's in his 40s, y'all. And the first thing, so I called my friend Heather because she couldn't watch the halftime show and I wanted her to be able to see it. So we had her live streaming at the same time. So she was watching with us. And I was like, damn, 50 Cent looking like a whole dollar. And it's not meant as an insult, you guys, but it's like, look, here's the thing. It's just one of those moments where you're like, listen, it's 40s. We're in our 40s here. We are in our 40s. Uh, so that is all. So that was the surprise. And then you had them all we had Kendrick Lamar as well. But we had everybody gathered at the end, 50 Cent, Kendrick, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, Snoop Dogg. I loved the part where Dr. Dre sat down at the piano. I loved that part because I'm such a musician. I love when you see the range of people's talents. Like, we know Dr. Dre as an incredible rapper, but to sit down and play the piano, and then he was on the mixing table the whole time, and he definitely was playing that producer role. And so I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought it was very low key. I found it to be too short. I wish it was a little bit longer because for me, you've got 6 people there who have incredible talent. I wish that it was a little bit longer. But I thought it was very low key. I kind of expected it to be a little more like out there. I don't know, a little bit. I don't know. I think I just expected a little bit more. For me, number one, as we look back through the years of Super Bowl halftime shows, the um my number one has been and always will be the Prince performance, when he performed Purple Rain and then it actually started raining. Like, you just it's iconic, right? Like, you can't beat that. But this was a moment, I think we have been so caught up as humans in the last couple of years with all of the literal shit that has been going on around the world. I thought this was a great moment of nostalgia to kind of think back to the quote unquote good times, right? And even despite a lot of controversy that has arose over Snoop Dogg in the past week, if you guys don't, I don't even need to say anything. Y'all can go read that yourself. That's a different kind of show. But even with all of that going on, even with a lot of different things, I thought it was really well done. I thought it was classy. I thought, because, especially with R&B rap and that I mean, and I can't even really say that because listen, y'all, I've been to a Kid Rock concert and he had ladies on poles. Okay, so it's not just the rap and R&B community that can get a little raunchy with the dancing and all of that, but I thought it was kept real classy. I thought it was a great throwback. Would I have liked to see and hear more? Absolutely. Because I just wanted more. I was such a fan growing up, especially Mary J. Blige continues to be somebody that I really look up to as a woman. And she's incredible. And then of course Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, like all of that was such big in the music world when I was in middle school, high school, all of that. And so it was a great moment. I feel like it was a great thing for 30, 40, 50 somethings. We don't need to put those ages out there, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was fun. Did it leave me wanting more? Absolutely. I wanted it to be a little more big, explosive, longer, but I thought it was really great. So I'd love to know your comments on if you watched last night and how it all went and everything else for you. Um, Anne Marie says, went to my kid's dad's house, did not pay attention to the game that was on. I cooked and ate. Listen, it was all about the food too. My husband and I went to Huntsville area yesterday because I had to go pick something up for a job that I'm doing. And we went to, oh my gosh, you guys, we went to Sprouts and Whole Foods because we don't have those here. And I've shared before, we are vegan. It is harder for us to find, you know, little quirky things in our grocery stores. Obviously super easy to find Whole Foods. You can find lots of fruits and vegetables, but little things like, plant-based pepperoni or plant-based, like we don't have a wide range of plant-based cheeses, and the kids really like grilled cheese and lasagna and things like that. So we went to I've never been in a Sprouts before. I've been in Whole Foods. We typically go anytime we go to a bigger city. But the I was like a kid in a candy store in the Sprouts. Okay. And so we ended up getting some things that we could eat last night. We tried some new things. I had gotten a yogurt, coconut yogurt, and I typically love coconut yogurt. I like the Yoplait non-dairy version of the Wii yogurt. Have you guys ever had that? Right? By the way, Miss Ford is here this morning. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. Miss Sharon is here this morning. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day, Miss Sharon. And Miss Ford said, yes, Sprouts is utopia. I was like frolicking through the aisles, like, oh, like these things. And I was having home. Yes. I had never been in a Sprouts before. You guys just turned 41 years old and I've never been in a Sprouts. So we had so we brought home some goodies. So yes, last night was about the food too. We had a good time. I actually did not eat a lot, thank God. But I did have a little treat last night. I had a ice cream sandwich. Obviously non-dairy vegan ice cream sandwich, key lime. It was like the cookie part were like the crust of a key lime pie into like a cookie. And then you had like the ice cream, and then there were like swirls of lime. Y'all, it was so good. It was like, that was like the one thing I ate yesterday that I was like, all the joy. So grateful. All of the things. It was so good. So yeah, let me know what did you guys eat? Did you guys eat anything yummy for the Super Bowl last night? If so, what was your favorite thing? Let me know that as well. So listen, we got to do a quick check-in because we haven't done a Double D's Chronicles in a little while. And so we need to do that because we delivered to a really strange place over the weekend. Double D's Chronicles is the story of two Dugas delivery people who are sharing delivery stories, and names have been changed to protect the innocent. So we have delivered to just the range of places. We have delivered to the projects, we have delivered to houses, we have delivered to apartments, we have delivered to high rises, we have delivered to the top of a mountain, we have delivered to hospitals, nursing homes. I delivered to a liquor store. We delivered to a boat one day. The address went to the marina, and we're literally like, which boat is it? But we had a new one this weekend. So we got snow here in North Alabama. It's still cold here, but not as freezing this morning as it has been, I don't think. I'll have to look and see. Let me, I didn't even give the weather this morning. It's horrible. Hello, phone. My phone's not working, of course. Oh, wait. It's 25 this morning, but it's going to be 56 today. So we'll hold out the joy for that. So we went to do some deliveries, and it was going to snow. We like to deliver when it's going to snow because that's when people really start ordering food. People get hungry when it snows. Did you know that? There's like a chance of one snowflake and people want to order all the food. So we get the order coming in, and it's like this, like 1047-2578. Like that's not the actual number, but it was 4 numbers dash 4 numbers and then the road. And I'm like, this is weird address. Like, that's a lot of numbers. That's a little overkill, I think. So we go that we had never been to that area of town before. By the way, it was across the river. I've told you guys before, there's like 4 towns surrounding the Tennessee River here. And so we go across the river, and it's dark. Like, I don't think some places in the world believe in street lights. It's scary dark. So it's super dark outside. We're like, where is this taking us? And we're we're like a mile out at this point from where we're supposed to be delivering. And it's dark. And so we go to see the map taking us to take our last turn that we need to take. And finally then it's like lights. Like, it's we're in the middle of nowhere, and suddenly it's the kind of street lights like you see on the highway. I'm like, are we entering a prison? What is going on here? I'm a little bit like, this is why when I deliver myself, I don't deliver at night because I get freaked out about shit. So we go to pull a big, huge street lights, and we see over on the left one Mack truck. Okay. And way in the distance, like probably at least 3/4 of a mile down this road, I see like some semblance of like a building down there, but the GPS has us stopping in the middle of the damn road. And my husband's like, I bet it's this truck. And I'm like, how do you get an address for a truck? I'm just trying to figure that out. So I'm very confused. Okay. And so my husband gets on the phone, and he's like, well, we're going to figure this out. So he calls the customer, and he had his window halfway rolled down, and you can hear the phone ringing inside the truck. And then we hear the guy across the street say hello. And then we heard on our phone, hello. And we realized that, it's the same person, right? So we delivered to a Mack truck. So so somebody will have to fill me in. I need to speak to a trucker. Somebody find me a trucker. Where's Jester this morning when I need him? I'm wondering if people that drive a Mack truck can pull over and like just put maybe look up the GPS coordinates or something, and put in like, that's maybe where the range of numbers came from, because obviously the truck doesn't stay there to have like a permanent address. But I need to know how this works. I'm very interested now. So at any rate, it adds to the list of all the strange places. And he was so nice. It's snowing, it's cold, and he was so grateful, and we were so grateful. Side note, he tipped really well, and we were so appreciative of that when that, especially when we get all freaked out, delivering in the middle of the nowhere. So thank you to that customer. I'll call him Mac. Why not? Because it's Mack truck. And thank you to that customer for being a great customer and for adding to our list of interesting places that we have delivered. All right. So listen, we have our Black History segment today, and I'm very excited because in our Black History segment today, it is also this individual's birthday as well. So let me share my screen with all you fabulous people here this morning. Who can tell me who this is? Does anybody know their Black history by photo? I don't know history period by photo. Here's the truth of it. The truth of it is I was lousy at history in school. I just didn't care, if I'm being frank. Now I'm much more interested in historical things. I love watching movies based on history and documentaries and all of that. Now I'm a nerd. I was not a nerd in school when it came to history, only math. Was I a nerd? Anybody know who this amazing person is? Today is the birthday of autobiographer Frederick Douglass. So he is a former slave who became an abolitionist author and speaker. He detailed his remarkable life in his famous 1845 autobiography, narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, an American slave. He grew up in slavery in Maryland, and while enslaved in Baltimore, he was taught by a plantation owner's wife to read and write. I love that. In 1838, he escaped slavery by impersonating a free sailor of African descent and traveling by train and steamboat to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So that is yes, Miss Ford's like, see, I knew Miss Ford was going to be head of the class. So I was reading a little bit more about him. So it's like the 204th anniversary of the birth of Frederick Douglass, if I'm mathing correct here. And so it says he was born into slavery in Maryland. The exact date isn't known. After successfully escaping on his third try, Douglass rose to prominence and influence as an eloquent author, intellectual, and human rights leader. He was the first African American to hold high U.S. government ranks as a diplomat in the Dominican Republic and Haiti, and the first to be nominated for vice president. In his 1845 autobiography, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, it became a bestseller. His powerful speeches at abolitionist churches were widely quoted in newspapers and are credited with helping bring an end to legalized slavery in the United States, where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, where ignorance prevails, and where any one class is made to feel that society is an organized conspiracy to oppress, rob, and degrade them, neither persons nor property will be safe, he said. I love that quote because I think that quote ties in a lot to what we're dealing with as humans in this world right now, with just very staunch differences between the upper, middle, and lower and poorer communities. It's unbelievable. He says, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will. And it says Douglass remains an inspirational figure to this day. So I love that. And then there's I'm going to put this one article that I found in the comments for you guys. And then there's a cool video of a teacher in Maryland that is sharing about his life and everything today. I hope that link works for you guys. If it doesn't, let me know. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool. So we're honoring Frederick Douglass today, and it is his birthday. So that doesn't always happen. So I love that as well. He was 77 when and of course, like Miss Ford and other amazingness out there, he's an Aquarius. Of course he is. So we appreciate that. And by we, I mean me. I appreciate that. Of course, always pointing out the Aquarians. So, so we've talked Valentine's Day, we've talked Black History, we talked Super Bowl, we have talked self-love and the importance of that today. You can take that whatever way you want, take it to the bank and all of that. Yes, Miss Ford said yes, Aquarius. And so we, of course, have to get to birthdays as well today. And we have a lot of birthdays to cover. Plus, I want to share with you what's to come on the Breakthrough Show Network this week. So let's go visit Miss Brittany over at Nail Beauty by Brittany. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey, hands looking a little plain there. That's okay though. I got you. Just head over to Nail Beauty by Brittany. Wait. Don't tell me you don't know who she is. That's okay, that's fine. It's a good thing that ... here. I'm here to tell you. Nail Beauty by Brittany is an upcoming establishment that makes everyone's hands look pretty to boost your confidence throughout your daily basis. You get all these custom nails at a very affordable price. With proper care, these nails can last up to 3 weeks. If you head over to Brittany's social media, you'll see all of the custom nails that she has made thus far at a very affordable price. To receive updates on new nail sets and deals, head over to Miss Brittany's new website at nailbeautybybritney.com. This company was made by this beautiful young woman here, Miss Brittany. Now y'all go over ahead and get your nails pretty, y'all. I'm showing enough in.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Jugas. Please visit our friend Brittany over at nailbeautybybrittany.com and make sure you put in the code breakthrough so that you can get your discount and all that good stuff while you are shopping. So also a couple of reminders. We invite you to join our text community for show notifications, insider info, and special offers. Text the word breakthrough to 256-685-7092. That's 256-685-7092 in the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. If you are outside that area or you do not want to receive text messages, I invite you to join our Discord server to chat with other fans, meet past guests and hosts from the Breakthrough Show Network. Just go to bit.ly/Discord breakthrough, bit.ly/Discord breakthrough. While you are there, you are welcome to help support our network by joining one of our support tiers. And when you do that, you will be invited to join us every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time for Soul Saturday Morning Coffee over on the Discord platform. We dig into some juicy topics, get to connect with each other as humans, and it's a really good time. So I invite you to do that while you are there. If you are new to Discord, you don't understand it, you're always welcome to, I think it's bit.ly/coffee with Jess. Coffee with Jessica. I'll post that down below tomorrow. You can schedule a chat with me and I can walk you through getting set up on Discord and all that good stuff as well. So listen, we have a lot of amazingness coming up on the Breakthrough Show Network this week. Of course, we have Project Joy Live each and every day at 7 a.m. Central Time, only on the Breakthrough Show Network here. Also coming up on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Divine DNA with Donnell and Angelique. And this week, they have an amazing panel of ladies talking about commitment and vulnerability. Woo, that's going to be a good one. Commitment and vulnerability. So that's coming up this Wednesday as well. As I mentioned, don't forget that the premiere of the Breakthrough Show, our namesake show, is going to be Friday, March 4th, 2022 at 12 p.m. Central Time. We are taking a trip around the world this season with our Breakthroughs Around the World series, talking to 40 people in 40 different countries to recognize our similarities, honor our differences, and celebrate our connection. In the month of March, you guys, we are going to be virtually going to Scotland, Iceland, Belgium, and South Africa. So don't miss that, you guys. I'm so excited to take this virtual vacation with you guys. It's going to be amazing. Also coming up next week, we have another episode of the brand new show, My Way. Lauren Bokenfuso, I'm sure I'm saying her name wrong, so I'm going to double check, but Lauren is going to be on the show. She is incredible. She is really encouraging practitioners around the world to look at things in a more holistic way. So as we're talking about wellness and all of that, to look at it in a holistic way. And so really excited to be talking to her as well, coming up next Tuesday. All right, you guys, it is time for birthdays. We have a lot of birthdays to do because we ran out of time on Friday, and I was supposed to do Friday and Saturday, but instead, listen, he even reminded me. Jason Lansing reminded me in the comments, Jessica, you need to make sure you do Saturdays as well. And I was like, oh, we just don't have time. I'm learning my lesson because now we have a very long list today, you guys. Okay. All right, here we go. So I'm scrolling. Where did my list go? Where did my list go? There we go. Okay, here we go. So on Saturday, February 12th, in the birthday world, we had Abraham Lincoln. President Abraham Lincoln's birthday was February 12th. We also had rapper Gucci Mane, actress Christina Ricci. You guys remember her from, she was in, I don't know if she's been in anything recently. I'll have to look up and see. Josh Brolin. Biologist Charles Darwin's birthday was February 12th as well. Author Judy Blume. Did any of my fellow 90s kids or 90s teenagers read any Judy Blume books growing up. Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing. I remember that book very well. And also actor Lachlan Monroe. I never knew what his name was, but he played one of the guys, one of the boyfriends in White Chicks. I love that movie. So funny. But I never knew what his name was. Lachlan Monroe, Lochlyn. I had never known what his name was before. A very interesting name. John Higgins, actor John Higgins, and Arsenio Hall, the fabulous Arsenio Hall's birthday was February 12th. Over on the Celebrity World and my Facebook page, Mona Lashbook, my good friend Mona's birthday was Saturday as well, and my friend Amanda Trant that I went to school with. Happy birthday, Mona and Amanda. Then let me know, you guys, by the way, if anybody has birthdays that I need to add to the list. Sunday, we had singer Robbie Williams, the fabulous Jerry Springer birthday was February 13th. Football player Randy Moss birthday was February 13th. Singer Peter Gabriel. I love Peter Gabriel. All I know is that the music video for Sledgehammer freaked me out as a teenager. Anybody else just totally weirded out by the video for Sledgehammer? And also one of the most amazing people in my musical mind is Stockard Channing's birthday was yesterday. Who was Stockard Channing, you ask? I bet you know her. She played Rizzo in the movie Grease with Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. And one of my favorite songs to sing is the song that she sang in the movie There Are Worse Things I Could Do. I love that song. So happy birthday to Stockard Channing from Sunday. Also yesterday, Justine Webb on my Facebook page, Ashley Liu, Kate Conwell, and the amazing David Thibodeau. So David, if you guys, she might have, I don't know. I'll have to look that up, Anne. David Thibodeau is one of the survivors of Waco, and you guys could watch that movie. I think I don't know if it's still on Netflix or not. I have no idea, but David Thibodeau, which I'm still working on. We connected a while back, but I'm still working on getting him on one of the shows. He wrote this book about his experience with David Koresh and the whole Waco incident and everything else. So I have his book here. He was kind enough to sign it and everything for me. So happy birthday to David, and thank you for the work, the activism that you continue to do around what happened with all of that and everything else. So that was on Sunday, February 13th. And today, of course, it is a Valentine's Day, but it's also actor Freddie Highmore's birthday. We already mentioned Frederick Douglass' birthday is today, and my cousin Angela Valentine birthday is today as well. So happy birthday to my Kuzo up there in Connecticut. So those are our birthdays. Guys, this is a long list today. This is a long list, and now it's going to bug me, and no, How to Eat Fried Worms is by Thomas Rockwell. She did not write that one. So we were talking about the birthday of Judy Blume. She wrote Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing. She wrote Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. That's another one that she wrote that people are really fond of, that I remember anyway. So yeah, but she did not write How to Eat Fried Worms, sadly. All right, here we go. So we got to get our drum roll going. We have to get our birthdays ready to go. Oh, I'm going to pause between dates because I will run out of air. Okay, here we go, you guys. Let me make sure my volume's up. Let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Abe Lincoln, Gucci Mane, Christina Ricci, Josh Brolin, Charles Darwin, Judy Blume, Lachlan Monroe, John Higgins, Arsenio Hall, Mona Lashbook, Amanda Trant, Robbie Williams, Jerry Springer, Randy Moss, Peter Gabriel, Stockard Channing, Justine Webb, David Thibodeau, Ashley Lou, Kate Conwell, Freddie Highmore, Frederick Douglass, and Angela Valentine. Happy birthday to you. Oh, I didn't even have it ready. Yay. Happy birthday, everybody that celebrated over the weekend and today. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys, wherever you're watching or listening from. Thank you guys for joining me today. I feel like this was a productive episode. We had some laughs together. We haven't cried today yet, but I'm sure it's in the works. I'm a crier, so I cry over everything. We had some education today. We had some lessons today. I'm excited to dig in tomorrow to a couple more things that we have going on where I'm looking, like I said, I've been digging into some of the national holidays and all of this, and my mind is just opened, confused, and all of the things. We talked about Super Bowl recap today. Oh, by the way, before I forget, because the truth is I didn't give a crap about the football this year at all, because any of the football, that I typically follow just was not, they weren't there this year. So why do I care? But anyway, I do want to congratulate all of the fans of the Los Angeles Rams on a good gameplay. It was a very close game. They were 23-20 over the Cincinnati Bengals. So congratulations to all the Rams fans out there. I know it's not very often that I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be mean. But congratulations to the Rams fans out there. I hope you guys are set up to have an amazing day. Don't forget to get plugged into our text community or our Discord community as well. And I will see you back here tomorrow morning. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye, everybody.
You've been tuned in to Project Joy Live with Jessica Dugas, your weekday morning talk show, inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes only on the Breakthrough Show Network. Binge all past episodes of Project Joy at projectjoypodcast.com. Until next time, help us spread the joy by sharing this episode, and we'll see you soon.
Hello to the Breakthrough Show. It's Shirley Ian.